What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? How are y'all? Nope, they need to not be in they're in the Springs on the title screen. They need to not be doing that. They need to not be doing that. That's nope. I don't like where that's going. Am I sure Act 2 begins now? Act 2 begins when I say it does. So it begins now. I don't need no title screen or title card. Be like, hey, you're in Act 2. It's like, no. I've been in Act 2. I've been in Act 2 since Friday. Or, no, when did we stream last? Monday. So yeah, we're in Act 2. And I'm assuming this is where the real game begins. I'm assuming. Y'all, good morning. Hope y'all had a good Tuesday. We're gonna have a good Wednesday here on the channel. We're gonna play some more Cold Steel 2. We're gonna get further into the game. And I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get into it. We're gonna play it. We're gonna get away from this cutscene. And we're gonna play this game. We're gonna play this game and have a good time. Let me swap over to this other screen here. I've got it pulled up on my display. If y'all forgot, you can go and look at the previous streams to get caught up with this. They're saved as VODs. Subscriber only mode is on. Be a subscriber of this channel for 2 days in order to engage in chat, and that's primarily to keep spoilers out. But Rean is in the clutches. The Noble Alliance, and I don't know what's happening at this point. There may not be an Act 2 card that was popped up yet. But Pork Bob has his copy ready, and we are going to play this game and see what's going on. Again, y'all, good morning.
So
welcome.
This is what Duke Cayenne looks like from up close.
Welcome. Glad y'all are here this morning. So, Hunter, have you ever played Skies of Arcadia? I have not. I want it really bad. But every time I go to buy it for GameCube, it's just an obscene, maybe not obscene, but it's just too expensive. for what I want to pay, and so I'm waiting on them to like hopefully remaster it someday. Honestly, this upcoming part is one of my favorites from CS2. Well, let's go.
It's hard to believe that I've ended up in the same room as the leader of the Noble Alliance. Although, I guess we did meet back in Legram before the war broke out.
Rean Schwarzer. Truth be told, we don't want this war to drag on any more than you do.
Really?
We only acted as we did, due in part to our dearly departed Chancellor's behavior being far too unreasonable to justify turning a blind eye. He garnered the trust of His Majesty, and in turn misused that trust. He flagrantly disregarded this nation's beloved culture and traditions, treating Erebonia as if it were his own personal property. Surely you too noticed this.
Well, I can't say I disagree. We did hear story after story during our field studies about how aggressive his policies were, about the way he didn't care how many enemies he made as a result, creating terrorist groups like the Imperial Liberation Front.
What does that look
But
for?
as I said, the cause of our nation's ills is now gone. Now, all that remains is to turn back the hands of time just a touch, and the good old days of the Empire will be upon us once more.
It's like what happened to Estelle from Sky SC. You know what's funny? I can't remember who said it. In a comment or something. But they were likening, it might have been Port Bob, but they were likening Elisa and Rean to Estelle and Joshua just in their character designs. And I'm like, you know, Cold Steel 1 and 2 are kind of, I feel like they're pulling a lot from Sky first chapter and second chapter.
The key to this bright future lies in putting aside our differences and joining hands. Am I wrong?
I'm afraid that yes, you are. Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family.
Yup.
And let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress. After all that, the Imperial army would never bow their heads to the likes of you, even if the rest of the population did.
Telling them off, man.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. The Imperial family is simply under our loving protection. They certainly haven't been imprisoned.
That don't.
But
No.
that does bring me to exactly why I want you to help us.
It does?
The Azure Knight is already on our side. But if we had your Ashen Knight as well, that would mean we'd have two of the great knights of Erebonian legend to put into play. Couple them with our Panzer Soldats, and the Imperial Army's armored divisions would cower before us. You may not find us winning the war ideal, but this union benefits everyone more than carrying on until our inevitable victory,
This dude's really smug.
I don't think it's that simple.
I beg to differ. The presence of Soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
Well,
we're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form. And if that holds true even for mass-produced soldats made with modern technology, it will be all the more true for the divine knights of legend you and Crow possess.
Can't argue with that logic.
I will say it once more. Gileath Osborne is dead, and with his death, all that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
are you trying to...
Basically, like, threatening him at this point.
Whatever you ultimately decide, their safety is guaranteed. I would ask that you promise him this, if nothing else, Your Grace.
But of course, I'm not a monster.
With an observation I made when I play the games, yeah. And I'm starting to see more of it. Like, as I play more of these games, I'm like, I'm starting to see kind of what they were doing.
We may stand on opposite sides of this conflict, but I still sit on Thor's board of directors. And in that capacity, I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you. After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
Huh. This is kind of like what happens to Estelle in second chapter. Oh. That's why Pork Bob was like, are you sure Act 2 starts right now? We're in the intermission. This game just tricked me. It bamboozled me. This is only the intermission. This isn't Act 2. The trickery. The curveball. Well played. Alright. Then how is Act 2 gonna start? Or I guess how is this intermission gonna end? Something is gonna like pop off. Something's gonna happen. And I'm probably gonna be devastated. Mislabeled stream, yeah.
All that's left to be done is end this ridiculous war and return order to the Empire. Only then will everything be as it should. That includes both your pleasant academy life and the peaceful days of darling Elise and her friend the princess.
I suggest you consider carefully the choice before you.
Wonder if I can change the title of the stream from my device here. It doesn't look like I can. No, it's not gonna let me. That's chat filter. That's community moderation. No, it's not gonna let me change it. Man, David coming in shouting about evil like Mermaid Man. What's up, dude? Do you have a nightmare?
After all, every soldier must decide for himself whether a cause is worth fighting, perhaps even dying for. I look forward to hearing your answer.
It's hard to argue that this war began because the noble faction went too far.
You need to change Estelle out.
But the longer it goes on, the more people are going to suffer. Am I really okay with that? If I join them, I could reduce the number of victims, be friends with Crow again, free Elise and Princess Alphen. No, this isn't that simple. Think, Rean, think. I was able to reunite with the others, but Elise and Princess Alphen are still in the Alliance's custody. What's the best thing I can do? This isn't just about me. What do all of us want to do?
Keep racking your brain like that and smoke will start coming out of your ears.
Why'd he knock now? He already announced he was there.
What do you want?
Hey now, no need to give me that look. I figured I was gonna find you busy thinking everything over like your life depended on it. And what do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business?
Whoa.
And don't you have better things to do with your time?
What's the basket? Don't tell me they're gonna go on a picnic.
I figured the glorious Azure Chevalier would be far too busy with the war to be hanging out around here.
It's tough being popular. If you joined us, I could get away with doing half the work I am now. So come on, stop freaking out about it so much and make a choice.
This isn't something I can just decide by flipping a coin, Crow. And besides, it'd probably be an easier choice if not for a certain someone. What's that in your hand, anyway?
Grub, of course. Kinda early, but I brought you your lunch. Mind if I join you?
Yo, he brought him a.
fries and onion
Oh, it's a
rings, huh?
hamburger? It looks more like a fish fillet from McDonald's. He's got like what? Potato wedges there? Onion rings? Ketchup, mustard? Is that a lemon or is that part of the potato wedge? What's the drinks? What's Rean got? A Fanta and Crow's got a Mountain Dew? Weird looking Mountain Dew,
I was
actually.
expecting something more fancy like I had last night.
Picnic squad. Rean and Crow on a picnic to the hot springs. Ooh it, ooh it. No. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't bring that into existence.
Oh, that kind of food more your thing?
Actually, this is the internet. I'm sure it exists somewhere.
Okay then, give me a minute while I go ask the chef to whip something up.
No, this is fine. The burger looks delicious.
Cool. All right, dig in.
Yeah, Wendy's deep fried hamburger. 100%.
This tastes kind of different from a normal burger.
It's made of people.
Oh, no wonder. It's got whitefish in it.
Oh,
Yeah, they're called fish burgers.
did I call it? Or did I call it? These are fish fillets from McDonald's.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, the tartar sauce makes for an unusual extra flavoring too. Oh. This tastes amazing. I like this way more than the food I had last night, to be honest.
Well, glad to hear it. Guess it was worth putting my cooking skills to the test after all.
Wait, you made this?
Was my first time cooking in a while, too. Sharon could probably do better, though. But I wanted to give it a shot anyway. This stuff was like soul food back in Jirai where I grew up.
Oh,
To think, all the time we spent searching for the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, and he was right under our noses. Crow Armbrust from the Jirai SEZ.
Oh, yeah. Vita was using some weird thing of hers to let you see what was going on, wasn't she? So I guess you saw what happened there.
yeah. Jirai was that special economic zone in the northwest you guys went to during our August field study, too.
No. Borg Bob, no. No. Man's eating burger with gloves on. Yeah, man, that's how you keep your hands clean. You don't have a pair of gloves that you use to eat burgers with? No? John Hannon, what's up, man? Good morning. So made from the royal family's pet fish, probably. That
We
would
didn't
really.
run into anything like that in the Jirai Special Economic Zone. Though, I guess that makes sense seeing as it's under the direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble.
I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago. Is that right?
Y'all are wild this morning. Is there no voice thing for him? Okay.
So you ended up going back to your old hometown then?
That's kind of jarring. It's like they had no voice lines for him.
Yeah, by pure coincidence. It's changed a lot since I was last there, so it was kind of surreal being back again. But it was nostalgic in its own way, too.
It's been bugging me for a long time now. What could have made you want to join a group of terrorists like the Imperial Liberation Front? What was it that made you hate Chancellor Osborne that much? Enough to take his life? Tell me, Crow. Please. I want to know what it was that made you who you are now. What kind of place Jirai was, how you lived there, and what you were doing before you entered the academy and met Toa, Angelica, and George.
Where's the fun in prying into a guy's past? Save all that talk for your number one in class. Who's the lucky girl anyway? Elisa? Laura? Emma? Fee?
Oh my gosh.
And don't tell me it's Milliam, because, you know,
I'm serious, Crow. I really want to know. Think of telling me your past as paying off the interest you owe on that 50 Mira. Because until I know, until we know, we won't be able to move forward.
You're really serious.
Crow?
My past really isn't that big of a deal, you know. It's got nothing on yours, that's for sure. If you find yourself thinking that's all when I'm done, well, I warned you. So, you really want to know?
Yeah. Nothing you say will change my mind. Please, tell me.
All right, you win.
Oh, here we go.
Like I said, it's just your run-of-the-mill sob story. Pick up any history textbook and you'll probably find a dozen others just like it. It's the kind of story that's so common no one bothers to remember it, like it never even happened. Back in those days, Jirai was known as Jirai City. It was a city-state off the coast of northwest Zemuria that prospered through maritime trade with West Erebonia, North Ambria, and Remiferia. It had a population of around 150,000 people, so it wasn't exactly a big place or anything. Because of that, the surrounding nations left it alone and let us live out our days in peace. We were pretty fortunate, all things considered, until about 20 years ago. That was when the North Ambrian disaster struck, and much of the Principality of North Ambria was turned to salt. And as a result, trade on the northwest shore was reduced to virtually nothing. Day after day, Jirai's prosperity started to fade away. Still, it wasn't all bad. We had our fishing, our historic landmarks, our septium mines. We could make use of those to get trade going again, both to keep our state running and to help out North Ambria. In fact, the one who advocated that approach was the mayor, my grandfather. He was the last mayor Jirai City ever had. He was a stubborn old bastard, but he had this wry sense of humor, and was well loved by everyone. I lost my mom and dad early, so he was also my only living relative. He taught me just about everything a guy could know. He was like a mom, dad, and your old master rolled into one, I guess. Anyway, fast forward to 10 years ago. Out of nowhere, we received this proposal from the Erebonian government. They said they wanted to extend a railway line from Heimdall all the way to Jirai. We relied on the sea for trade before, but there wasn't any reason to believe we couldn't benefit from being connected to Heimdall by rail. The proposal drew overwhelming support from the city's council, and as a result, my grandfather was forced to accept. Within a year, the city had all of its old life back and then some. The streets were more bustling than ever. But keep in mind, this was the result of huge amounts of imperial capital flowing into the city. Land and buildings we once treasured were bought up left and right. Everything became a target for investment. People only cared about making money. Something similar supposedly happened in Crossbell too, but unlike there, no opposition existed in Jirai. My grandfather sensed something was off, and he tried what he could to get the situation under control. Then one day, someone blew up the railway line leading to Jirai. Everyone demanded that it be repaired as quickly as possible. Everyone except the imperial government. Instead, they panned our national security arrangements for being insufficient and threatened to withdraw all imperial capital. The city was left in an uproar like we'd never seen. Shares plummeted, and with no one able to ascertain the culprit's identity, chaos reigned. That was when he showed up. Chancellor Gileath Osborne, in his third year as representative of the imperial government, personally came to Jirai. We then received a second proposal.
The restoration of the railway and its future security will be seen to by the Imperial Army. In return for our continued assistance in safekeeping, Jirai will come under the wing of our glorious empire and attain even greater prosperity as a special economic zone.
The timing was too good to be true, really.
This doesn't seem
Realizing this, my grandfather staunchly opposed the idea. He tried everything he could to convince the city's council to reject the offer. Unfortunately, once you taste the sweet fruit of prosperity, it's hard to want to go back. The council, made up of influential merchants and all their greed, jumped at the offer. And tempted by the elimination of customs, together with the tax breaks from being an SEZ, many of the citizens did too. And during all that, they'd conveniently found a suspect behind the railway incident, my grandfather.
Dude. Are you serious?
He loved Jirai more than anyone, and up till then, its people loved him too. And yet, virtually overnight, he found himself facing the wrath of both the city's council and the citizens alike. Left with no choice, he resigned from his position as mayor, and Jirai formally became part of the Empire. Both of these things happened on the same exact day.
Huh.
That was 8 years ago. Naturally, everyone knew my grandfather wasn't the one who did it. They knew who was really responsible. They just turned a blind eye to the truth.
So messed up.
See? I warned you. Just your run-of-the-mill sob story.
I don't know what to say, Crow. What happened to him after that? Your grandfather.
One day, he just up and died. Once he resigned, the whole affair with the railway getting blown up was all but forgotten. He lived comfortably in retirement for about half a year, fell ill, and that was that. He just lost the will to go on, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, he was the only family I had. I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I was 13 at the time. I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by. That was when I met old Cayenne, who happily indulged my hatred for the Chancellor. And with his financial backing, I went out with the goal to find others who were just like me. That was the beginning of the Imperial Liberation Front. Gideon, Scarlet, and Vulcan were among those I recruited. I'd also met Vita then. I only knew her as the woman who would often come to see Cayenne. She guided me to a place below the city of Ortis, and there slept the Azure Knight Ordine. One after another, I overcame the same trials you did with your friends, but alone. And once I'd proven myself worthy, Ordine accepted me as his awakener. That was 3 years ago. I was 16. My preparations complete, I concealed my background and enrolled in a military academy near the capital. Everything I did for the sole purpose of taking the Chancellor's head. Come on now, what's with the face? You look sadder about all this than I do.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, that is crazy. Like, I mean, now it makes sense why Crow went after Osborn the way he did. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I swear. I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything.
What?
Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather. And he may have lost, but Pop's always loved a good gamble. It's thanks to him that I'm pretty good at chess, card games, that kind of stuff.
I mean, it kind of sounds like Osborn's a little evil, right?
I'd say it's fairly normal for a student to want to avenge his master's defeat, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
At the end of the day, there's no denying this country has problems, and the Chancellor's methods were making them worse. I studied those problems, worked out how to use the situation to my advantage, and then won the game with an all-or-nothing gamble. But when you think of how peaceful Jirai is now, I'd say I've got a duty to clear up the mess left behind by my game too, which means ending this war and restoring peace. So it's only when that's done that my game is truly over. I don't want whatever your decision is to be influenced by my past, okay?
What's with the headband?
Like Rufus said, you need to think long and hard about what it is you're fighting for. For you, more than anyone else.
Yeah, but Crow...
Anyway, I think I've stuck around here for long enough. You're gonna be treated as a visitor. Well, sort of. It's about time for the higher-ups to head back to Heimdall, so go ahead and pass the time however you want.
However I want? What else can I even do here?
What was that? It's a fancy-looking ship.
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, be my guest. Just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan. So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all of us on.
Sounds fun.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this real cute visitor in the guest of honors room on the 2nd floor. I think she'd perk right up if she saw you, so why not go pay her a visit? Just don't go making your girl jealous, okay?
What does that mean?
I wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honors room. Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. Right now, I need to gather as much information as I can. I can make my choice after that. At least then, it'll be an informed one.
Okay. Is the person that's in the guest of honors room Estelle? Probably not Estelle, it's probably Elise. Wait, is that Blue Blanc? Oh, snap, okay.
To you, Rean Schwarzer.
What the? You're the Phantom Thief!
You sure look comfortable. What are you doing here?
Ha ha! Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a guest on this ship as you are. And who would deny themselves the pleasure of a ship so beautiful? The furnishings are immaculate. The food and wine are positively sumptuous. And I am of the firm belief that it's wasteful not to take advantage of the opportunities life presents you. Ah, and speaking of opportunities, don't just stand there. Take a seat and join me in having a drink. You've been blessed with the rare chance to sit and chat one-on-one with the most beloved thief of our time.
Is it bad I'm kind of excited I get to kind of hang out with Blue Blanc?
I can't believe that's how you describe yourself. Well, what the hell? I'll have a drink. Nothing alcoholic, though.
Like, this is cool.
Funny. I didn't realize you'd met Prince Olivert.
Ha! Indeed. There are few even among royals whose palate is so refined as his.
This is so cool. Reverse Inno headpat guard. This is the, like the talk. Low. Is it? Oh man, someone help me with the pronunciation. It's Louvre, isn't it? Because it's not pronounced Lao, right? But yeah, it's pretty similar. If it wasn't as bad, sure. I haven't watched enough of this game for it to seem normal, but it's just kind of odd how, man, okay, I need to read this. But it's just kind of odd to have the talking head and text box with fully voiced characters. It's JRPGs, man. That's how they roll. That's how they roll. Probably his sister, unless the girl he's making jealous is his sister. I don't know, man. I hope it's not. I hope it's just like, I don't know. I hope it's not, yeah. I hope it's not his sister. Louvet is the way the English dub pronounce it. Okay, so Louvet, that's right. So I remember like reading his name as Lao, and I'm like, that's not it. Love this chapter. Dude, it's pretty, I mean, it's interesting so far. Is as eccentric as Olivier, can't help but like him despite their antics. I know, he's just, and whoever they got to voice him is doing a remarkably good job.
Between our shared love of beauty and fundamental difference of opinion on the nature of love,
Seriously, this voice actor is killing it.
he forever remains an endless source of entertainment for me.
I suddenly feel very sorry for him. What happened down in Liberos sounds pretty amazing, though. I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia at the time, but I had no idea that was why.
Ha ha! That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, how I wish I could have shown it to you. It would have changed your view of the world completely.
It really does sound amazing. Wait, why am I sitting here having a friendly discussion with a wanted criminal?
Because Blue Blanc is cool, dude.
He has so many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
Ha ha! A thief of my caliber can steal much more than objects, Rean. There. I was able to steal much of your time and your interest. Perhaps I stole your heart as well?
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where Prince Olivert is now, would you? Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting against the Alliance.
Ha ha! I imagined Duke Cayenne would welcome a man like the Prince with open arms into the Alliance, if he so wished to join.
Stuff like that laugh that he does, it's just on point.
To my knowledge, he was always wary of the Chancellor himself. But I digress. I'm afraid not even I know where he is at the moment. However, I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding, the Crimson Wings is there with him.
So the Courageous is missing too, then. Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Olivert to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
But think, these kinds of things are simply what the great nobles of this country have always done. The War of the Lions, too, was brought about by numerous families of some standing backing potential successors to the throne. Emperor Dreikels, as a late arrival to the war, was a mere exception to the rule. I wonder, does Prince Olivert think himself as the second coming of Dreikels?
One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
John, have you noticed that Estelle blinks too? Look at her face next time that she shows up on screen.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a slightly different way from Dreikels.
Oh? Do tell.
Sorry, but I should be going. Thanks for all the interesting stories. They helped me work through things in my head a bit.
Ha ha! I'm pleased to hear it.
When did he put his mask on?
I will be waiting at the edge of my seat to hear which path you choose. Join us, and you'll be warmly welcomed. Naturally, I'm fascinated by you as the Ashen Knight's pilot, but I'm even more fascinated with that brute strength of yours. I would love the chance to see the power of an ogre up close.
I doubt it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Dude, Blue Blanc is so cool. So let me look at this map. So these are all story events, so I've got to go to every single one. But then, does it show what's on the second floor here? Or is it just, oh, okay, it's just this round circle here that goes to the end. Well, what's at the end of this then? Yep. It's the funny thing, man, she blinks. What else do I have over here? Which one's Tio? Oh, okay. I gotta be honest. Ren and Tio being ride-along characters feels super weird. What is Midnight Heaven? Okay, that's interesting. World Rejector? Those are just headphones. Monocle? Oh, we are not doing the bunnies. With Anniversary Mishi. Oh, that's kind of funny. This is the, like, Sword Art Online outfit, right? I'll probably just go with this for now. Let me see what's in here.
This should be the guest of honor's room. It sounds like whoever's in there is busy. Might be better to swing by later.
Okay, so I guess we got to go do the other story events first, and then we can go back. Sweet goggles. Yeah, if I were gonna go, I guess I could use them if he's gonna go snowboarding. It's like a wall of water behind these pillars. Huh. Monocle would have been perfect for the Blue Blanc conversation. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been. This game came out the 10th anniversary of the Trail series, so that's the reason for the anniversary thing. Oh, okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, it's the Valkyrie girl. What's her name? Duvali?
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting. No, I mustn't complain. I'm doing this for the sake of my lord.
Didn't I see her in Legram?
Who goes there? Wait! You're the Ashen Knight's pilot!
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros. Duvali the Swift, right?
Have you no shame? Is it perhaps normal for you to barge into a lady's room unannounced?
I mean, Rean is not very observant, so yes, it's probably normal for him.
You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other, I swear! Learn your place!
Actually, I just walked through the door normally. I should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that.
Is she?
So, now that we're understood, what do you want?
Why did she change into her, like, her armor?
Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own. But for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever. I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the 7th, not the 2nd. She is the leader of the Stallritter, the great light which guides us, gallant yet beautiful, proud yet merciful. She's the strongest knight of all, and oh, she's simply divine.
I can tell she really looks up to her leader.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is. So the head of the Stallritter is also a woman?
She certainly is. And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000, even 10,000 of you wouldn't be able to so much as scratch her.
Okay, I get it. She's strong. Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stallritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I see I've got you thinking. Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that's enough idle chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side, then we remain enemies. As such, we shouldn't be standing here being friendly with one another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or Sharon, right? Is there any reason for that?
You just had to ask. Enforcers are selected by the Society's leader, the Grandmaster. And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness.
Okay.
But just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, all right? I'm quite strong.
I didn't say you weren't, but it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence. Now get the hell out of my room!
She thought that was nice.
She chased me out. I'm really curious about the Steel Maiden.
And she didn't like it.
Did she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden? Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during our August field study.
Bet she secretly did, though, because she was like, oh my gosh, it's the first time someone thought it of something good about me.
Who's in here?
We got a visitor?
Come on in.
Oh, this Zephyr?
Excuse me.
Yeah. Dude, this is a cool chapter.
Figured it was you. Sup?
So you basically get to go just hang out with all the bad guys.
Have a seat.
This is actually pretty cool.
Bourbon? I suppose not.
Yeah, I really shouldn't.
One can never share my Lord's glory too many times. Hashtag Jesus Shoot. Ditzy but cute, that's Jubilee, yeah.
How come you guys are being so friendly, though?
He reminds me of, who's that bracer that Estelle was training with at the beginning of second chapter? Can't remember her name, but she uses a sword, and I can't remember her name. But that's who she kind of reminds me of.
I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now. We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day that's sitting in a bar with the same guys the next.
Of course, if you would rather fight with us, that can be arranged.
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you two down.
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. Fee seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine night. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious. Well, they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.
Huh. Oh, yeah?
Can't get over how we're just like hanging out with all the bad guys.
72nd for the year in an academy full of big shot students ain't half bad. Brings a tear to my eye to see our little Fee putting her heart into her education.
And don't forget, she was the youngest of her classmates, too. The boss was right when he said that she can do anything she puts her mind to.
That's right, Annalise. Sure, she wasn't a tsundere, but still a little ditzy.
You got that right. Maybe joining the gardening club will make her a bit more ladylike, too. Oh, who am I kidding?
She's still young. She has plenty of time to develop on that front if she so pleases.
They really seem to adore her, like two proud parents talking about their child. And yet... If you don't mind me asking, why did you leave Fee behind? After your boss was killed in a battle with his sworn enemy, I mean.
Oh, Fee told you about that. It sounds like you're closer to her than I thought you were.
I trust this is simply me being paranoid. But you haven't tried making any moves on her, have
you? No, of course not. I wouldn't dream of it. I just want to know why you'd abandon her when she obviously means so much to the two of you. She thought of you all like family. Why did you leave her all alone?
Well, we had our reasons. Let's leave it at that. I know you want to know, but you're not the one we should be telling that to.
We'll be sure to tell Fee our reasons in due time. Until then, leave the issue be.
All right. I can accept that. Still, she's our classmate. In that sense, she's like family to me, to us, too. And we feel that way about her just as strongly as you do, if not more so. I want to be perfectly clear on that.
Fighting words right there.
Still, we'll remember you said that.
Returning to the matter at hand. You're sure you haven't tried to make any moves on her?
Come on, spit it out.
This is so funny.
They really are like two overprotective fathers.
Kind of admire that a little bit.
I was hoping to get a bit more out of them about what Zephyr is up to. All we did was talk about Fee the whole time. Oh well. At least now I know that the guys in Zephyr really cared about her, so it wasn't a complete waste of time.
This is such a cool chapter.
I can sense someone inside.
Ooh.
What the?
Let's go find out what that was.
Huh?
Oh, crap.
Oh, it's you. Forgot you were staying here too.
Yeah. What was that? It's gone now anyway. Maybe it was just my imagination.
So what's up? I couldn't give a damn whether you joined the Alliance or not, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't come here for any specific reason.
Interesting. You mixed by any chance?
Could I sit and talk to you for a while?
What a pain in the ass.
This guy reminds me so much of Shikamaru from Naruto. Oh, funny.
So, what do you want to ask?
When we ran into each other back near Bereahard, you asked a weird question. Something about being mixed?
Oh, that?
I didn't have the chance to figure out what that meant at the time, but what did you mean?
Don't know if I can even explain that one. It's just something you feel. What we've got mixed into us is obviously different in strength and nature. It's kind of hard to put into words.
Yeah, seems that way. I know you're not trying to confuse me on purpose, but I really can't wrap my head around what you're saying.
Just watch.
Huh?
Okay.
There's no trick to it. I'm not using an ornament, it's not magic. And I'm not using an artifact either. I just will fire to appear, and it does.
How?
So it's just a totally unnatural ability.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Something that just gives you results, without the processes you usually have to go through to obtain them. You've got one too, right?
Well, true. That power of mine wasn't something I gained from training. I don't even know where the power itself is coming from.
It's the same kind of thing. People who can do things like that usually have something mixed into them. Something foreign, unnatural, mixed into their body itself. Different to the church's stigmas. Looks like a pretty small part of it in your case, though.
Oh.
There, huh? Anyway, I couldn't tell you how, where, or why whatever it is got mixed into you. Sure, you've got more questions, but sorry. I can't answer them.
No, it's okay. You've answered enough already. I feel like I understand myself a little better now, actually.
Good for you, I guess. So, we done now?
Yeah. Thanks for your time.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah. So how much of you is unnatural?
Me? All of me.
Okay. What the heck?
His circumstances seem very different from mine. Guess all I can do is remember what he said. Maybe there will come a time when it'll all make sense.
That was so creepy, man.
I'm sure one day I'll find out what this power of mine is. What the story behind me being given this power as a kid is. One day.
How much of you is unnatural? All of me. It's like, okay. Dude, what is McBurn, man? This chapter humanizes everyone in the antagonist group. That's why I like it. It's pretty cool. Didn't second chapter do that too? Like, I feel like Sky second chapter did that too.
Huh? I think I can sense someone inside. Given the circumstances, I imagine it must be one of the people who fought us in Ymir.
Let's go inside. We're just gonna talk to everybody.
Huh? It's open.
We're just gonna talk to everybody this morning.
It's empty. Weird. I could have sworn I sensed someone in here.
Oh, is it what's her name? Is it Altina? Is that her name? Oh, okay, that didn't need that shot. That's weird. This scene?
Lying down like this? She really is just.
Do I need to like skip the entire thing?
12 or 13? How did a kid like this end?
Don't say anything weird.
Who are you? Who's calling me?
Is she talking in her sleep?
Situation assessed. Location is a room inside the guest area of the Pantagruel. 9 hours have passed since initial loss of consciousness.
Guess she's sleeping comfortably enough here. Then again, she needs it at her age. She's got wait.
Huh?
Good morning?
Rean Schwarzer. Why are you here? Unless my memories have been tampered with, I believe this room was solely allocated to me.
Oh, it was. Sorry. If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come in here.
So you're an intruder then? Clown Soleus.
No, it was just an innocent mistake.
He's still gonna get hit.
Whoa! Can we at least talk about this?
No mercy for trespassers. So you claim to have no inappropriate motives for sneaking into this room?
Not claim! I really didn't!
But once you walked in, you fell victim to temptation and chose to act.
No!
We're just gonna skip past that.
Then what was all that? Oh, whatever. Anyway, I've cleared my...
If that's what you didn't come to ask.
Well, no. I do have a lot I'd like to ask you, though.
Some of these scenes were like...
Okay, if you're offering, what are your reasons for helping the Alliance?
I get they're doing it to play on the
Why
like
do
the
you have a
laughs and all
puppet
that,
just like
but
Milliams? Just who?
some of them are just super
The answer to
uncomfortable.
your first question is, as all information regarding Clown Soleus is confidential, and as for the last one,
Oh, forget it. You abducted my sister and the prince, and it's not something I think I can forget. Sorry. I can't pretend to know anything about your circumstances, but I do know that you didn't abduct them. Anyway, with that said, maybe we'll have a chance to talk again?
the Black Workshop.
What?
That's the name of the place I belong to. It was they who loaned me to the Noble Alliance. Unless you choose to join the Alliance, that is the most I'm able to disclose to you.
The name doesn't ring any bell, and loaned. I suppose it's none of my business. Thanks for
What's a
telling
head
me. I'll be sure to remember that name.
I can't see doing so holding any real purpose for you. Incidentally, did you have any untoward motive?
No, I did not.
It's just like how people tease Lloyd all the time in
Black
those
Workshop?
games.
Loaned?
No, I'm just saying, like, some of these scenes, like...
Sounds like stuff worth remembering.
Again, I get they're playing on the laughs and they're trying to, like, be funny about it, but some of it's pretty... I mean, it's pretty really awkward, man. So I think some of those scenes I'm just gonna start skipping if they get a little too awkward. Because again, something you guys have to consider is that now that the channel's monetized, I gotta, like, really pay attention to that kind of stuff. And from what people have said in prior chats, future games get really awkward, and so it's like, okay, so well, we're gonna have to like either skip that or black out the screen or do something because I don't want to mess that stuff up.
I can sense someone inside.
Serial head patter, yeah.
Huh? It's open. Come on in.
That sounds like... Excuse me.
Oh, it's Vulcan.
Oh, it's you. You finished talking with C?
His name's Crow, not C, and he's never going to be anything else for me.
Oh, I know his real name, but to us, he's always gonna be C. That's our leader. He might be young, but each and every one of us look up to him and respect him. Anyway, take a seat. You got a whole lot of questions, I bet.
Does you asking that mean you're willing to answer them?
Depends on the questions.
Just out of curiosity, how many members does the Imperial Liberation Front have left? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously.
Sure was. Anyway, 10, give or take. We lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear.
Oh. Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled?
Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds. But the one thing we had in common was that we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have any reason for sticking around. Can't say I blame them for calling it quits.
Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons?
Interesting question. Can't speak for the others, but me, I don't really care how this war goes. I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war, and teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soldats is a job worth doing, even if it's a pain. If we disband, I'll find myself something else to do.
I see. I can't defend the assassination of the Chancellor or what you did near Trista, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband at least.
You're a funny kid, being oddly nice to us after all the shit we caused, don't you think?
The cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough. Crimes you've committed will never vanish, but no one wants this war to go on longer than it has to. It's not as though you guys want war, do you?
That's enough of the niceties. You've got time to worry about us. Use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance or go against them, you've got a tough road ahead, whether you like it or not. Make sure to think long and hard before you decide. And if we end up as enemies again, show me what you got. On the battlefield, I mean.
Excuse me.
Oh. Think I might have been too harsh on the kid. Still.
That one wasn't as interesting.
Yeah. He's probably perfect for the job.
Okay, that little tease there upped it a little bit.
He saw right through me. He's not wrong, though. I should be worrying about myself right now.
So then who's left? Is it Scarlet?
He seemed kind of different, though. Like he'd lost his spark. His sole objective in life seemed to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps killed by Osborn.
He voices Then? As in, Then shows up? In some of the upcoming games, huh? Huh?
Maybe he's just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done just that?
Does Zen maybe show up in this game? So I've been waiting for Zen to come back.
I can sense someone inside. And judging by the fact that V is in the next room...
That's probably Scarlet.
Come on in if you like.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's probably Scarlet. Oh. Zen had battle voices in Sky, okay.
Hello there, love. I'd heard you came on board yesterday. So I did wonder whether we would run into one another at some point.
Fair enough. Got my hopes up.
Hello, Scarlet.
Hoping Zen would show up, but Fair
Last
enough.
time we spoke was a month and a half ago near Trista, I think.
Quite a memorable day for both of us, wasn't it? There's no need to stand over there. Come and have a seat. I'll pour us some tea.
You really don't have to. Well, I guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit.
These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the airship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose.
I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. You're right, though. It makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose.
Oh? I was under the impression that your family is a part of the nobility, too. Your father is a baron, isn't he?
He might be a noble, but generally barons aren't all that wealthy. We live a relatively modest lifestyle.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family was actually more well-off than yours.
And
I don't
Scarlet,
know what that means.
I heard she lost her old hometown when he went and built a railway through it.
What kind of family did you come from, then?
Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you're wondering. They were just relatively wealthy farmers. We were almost local celebrities in a way.
Oh, I see.
You're wondering how someone like me became a terrorist? It's written all over your face.
Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I heard that you lost your hometown because Osborne built a railway through it.
Oh, did C tell you? No, I suppose it must have been V. He never was one to keep quiet about things.
So, I mean, what happened?
Some things are best left unsaid, I think. It's not as if knowing would somehow allow you to change things.
I suppose.
You're so adorable, Rean. Now I know why C took a liking to you. What do you say? How about you come and fight with me and the other big girls and boys?
Please, stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the tea. It wasn't just made with high-quality leaves. It was brewed exceptionally, too.
You're very welcome.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance.
Okay, maybe not.
Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway? It's pretty unique.
Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria.
That sounds familiar.
The Arteria? Where the high seat
That's
of the
why.
Septian Church is?
That's the one. It's called a Templar sword, and it's a traditional weapon in the church. A few years ago, I was studying to be a sister and was trained in how to use it there.
Oh.
Surely you must be talking about some other church, right? You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church who use weapons like that?
Oh, Rean.
There are more things in this world you don't know than you could possibly imagine. Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to Erebonia before my training was complete.
Oh?
Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
Wonder if she knows Reese.
She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be. I wonder how much of what she was saying about being a sister was true. She seemed to really hate the Chancellor. I wonder what she intends to do now that he's gone.
Yeah, I'm really curious if she knows, like, Kevin and Reese and them. Really curious. There's something we can help you with? If so, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay, it's just there's the blocked door. Fair enough. Not saying he won't show. Neither are we saying he will. Fair enough. Fair enough. Scarlet's VA is Sharon? Really? Oh, Reese used that weapon too. Sounds familiar. Fake Kevin fan. Confirmed. Yes. That's right. Kevin's my least favorite character in the entire series. Give the issue some more thought. This is most likely Elise, right? We're probably gonna go talk to Elise now. That's what it seems like. Can't really think of who else it would be.
I think the maid's finished working in there now. I wonder who's using this room, though.
Probably your sister, dude.
Yes? Who is it? Please come in.
That sounds like... Excuse me.
Or it's Alpin. Yep.
I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't dare to hope.
It's you. It's really, really you.
Your Highness.
How did you get here? This all feels like a dream. Please don't tell me it is. I don't think my heart could handle the disappointment.
So if she's here, then where's Elise at?
It's really me. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry that you had to go through all of this. If I hadn't been so weak and careless, none of this would have happened.
Watch there be a twist where like they killed Elise by accident or something like that.
You mustn't apologize. Simply being able to see you again is more than I could have hoped for.
You must have been really lonely. I'm here for you now, though. I might not be the most reliable person for the job, but I'm not going anywhere.
So that's what you've been doing all this time?
Yeah, someone's sister, just not Rean's.
I was happy all of us were able to get back together again, but then yesterday, I ended up being invited onto the ship by Duke Cayenne. That's why I'm here, talking to you.
I do recall thinking things were a little noisier than usual yesterday. Now I know why. Strange as it may sound, I suppose I owe the Duke my thanks. After all, if not for his invitation, we wouldn't have been able to find each other like this.
Sorry. I wish I could say I'd snuck on board to rescue you or something. Incidentally, I hesitate to ask, but...
You want to know where Elise is, right? She's not on this ship, I'm afraid. I can't say for sure, but I believe she's been taken to the same place as my parents.
He just got Super Mario'd. You know how you get to the end of the castle and it's like, sorry, but the princess is in another castle sort of thing?
Really?
I'm sure it isn't news to you that my mother, father, and Cedric have been imprisoned somewhere. And apparently, they've chosen Elise to be my family's attendant. So it's likely wherever they've been taken, she's right there with them.
Really?
Okay.
I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or what.
I can hardly blame you. I feel exactly the same way, even.
But why were you alone imprisoned on this airship? Surely there must be some reason.
That was Duke Cayenne's decision. I believe he's using me to suppress potential rebellion in areas occupied by the Alliance, by having me address the people and calm them down.
Forgive me for saying so, but that's a little messed up. Using you like that.
I don't especially mind doing it, honestly. It's a simple enough task. People all across Erebonia are uneasy about this war. And as princess, I should do what's within my power to help calm their nerves.
Yeah. But the oh my god. You know what I mean. Yes, Princess Alphen is a literal princess, but you know what I mean. Rean, never mind. Never mind. You guys know what I mean.
At the expense of your own feelings? I know you want to help, but you can't be happy about being used as the Alliance's puppet to deceive them.
So it's not the perfect analogy, but you guys get it.
Plus, you've been forcibly separated from your family, your best friend. You don't even know where they are.
Yes, but... Oh, why even bother? You see through everything, don't you, Rean? Anyway, putting my feelings aside, what do you plan to do now? I presume you don't intend to actually do whatever Duke Cayenne tells you to.
Well...
Oh, maybe he does.
I'm really not sure what to do. The longer this war goes on, the more people will suffer because of it.
Gosh dang it, Pork Bob. You're saying Rean's princess is someone else. I get it. Gosh dang it. I need to just not talk. Luigi is in another castle, maybe.
But even so, I don't feel as though siding with the Noble Alliance is the right course of action.
That's a better way to look at it. Luigi is in another castle. I wasn't saying Elise is Rean's princess. Dang it. That is funny though.
And the same goes for the Imperial Army. I can't in good conscience side with them either.
I see.
There's so much to think about. You're being used as a puppet against your will, and then Elise is imprisoned somewhere too, being forced to do who knows what. I have to act somehow to change things.
That wasn't your fault.
Ever since I was taken in by my family all those years ago, I've tried to be a brother figure to her. I became the person I am today because of them. They've always loved me like they would a real son. And she's always treated me like a real older brother. You saw that power of mine, didn't you? And what I look like when I use it?
Well, yes, I did.
Back when I was a kid, something just like that happened. I ended up using it right there in front of her. She should have been terrified of me. But if she was, she never once let it show. She treated me exactly the same as before. And that was when I swore, deep within my heart, no matter what happened, no matter what I had to do, I would always protect her. And that's why I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if now's the time to live up to that promise. If I should put her before everything else, even if I have to ignore or outright betray my own personal beliefs in the process.
Rean. As your honorary little sister, I order you to get a hold of yourself.
Okay.
What? Your Highness.
I know Elise far better than you think I do. In fact, I'd even go as far as to say I know her better than you. Rean, she's already told me so much about what happened 8 years ago. She told me about how that snowy day was what inspired you to take up the sword. She told me how traumatic that moment was for you. How what happened stays with you even now. And she even told me that, while she hated how she felt the tiniest bit happy because of it. Because it meant that your attention, your guilt, and your sense of responsibility were directed towards her and no one else. And she knew more than anyone how selfish that was. She may have had other reasons for choosing to go to Saint Estrella, but her main reason was that she didn't want you to keep feeling guilty because of her, more than anything else. She wanted to free you of your burdens.
I agree, John. I agree.
You should know, when you joined Thor's and were making new friends, and you finally seemed to be moving forward, she felt a little jealous, and even a little lonely at being left behind. But she was so very, very happy for you too. So please, Rean, please don't use Elise to justify not choosing your place in this war. Because I know for a fact, she wants you, of all people, to carve your own path and find true happiness.
Oh. How could I have been so blind? All this time I thought I was trying to protect her, and it's been the other way around since the start. And that's not just true for her either. Mom, Dad, Master Ka-Fai. All my friends at Thor's, they've been supporting me this whole time. How could I have missed something so obvious? I think I finally understand what I've been lacking inside of me all this time. I was so focused on trying to protect others, I never stopped to think about how relationships go both ways. Others try to support me just like I try to support them, and I have as much of an effect on them as they do on me. How did I not realize before now? I'm sorry, Master. I think you gave me that intermediate scroll a bit too soon. But better to realize late than never, I suppose, because now I finally feel like I'm ready. As long as I keep that fact in mind, I won't lose control again.
I don't know why, but this glowing on Rean right now is making me think of Scott Pilgrim, like at the end of the movie when he learns the power of friendship and he gets like powered up. Okay, so yeah, Rean did learn the power of friendship here. Now ready to use a new craft, Spirit Unification, when the time comes. Okay.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. And I've got you to thank for that. Forget honorary. You sounded just like my real sister for a minute.
Really don't like the full explanation of that event is on the CD drama. Is that the one that takes place like... It's not between CS1 and 2, but it's like... this side of it? Because I still need to finish that. It'd be real annoying when people just make claim to be your family without permission. Yeah. Hugs are always so long.
So? I think it's time we get going. I wouldn't want to keep my classmates waiting any longer than I already have.
A pity, but you're right. I was rather hoping we could stay like this a little while longer. But I suppose all good things have to come to an end. Take care of yourself, Rean. I'll leave Elisa's rescue to you. No matter what it takes, please. Why are you shaking your head?
I said it's time we get going, didn't I? There's no way I'm leaving my sister's best friend imprisoned in a place like this. I will get the two of us off this ship.
How are you gonna do that?
Stay close to me.
Right!
Because they can't make a run for Valimar, can they? Because we saw Valimar, like, chained to the hangar.
So, do you have an escape plan?
Valimar, the Ashen Knight, is on the deck. He's chained up there. But if we can get to him, I'm sure we can find some way to use him to get away from here. First, though, we need to find a way to get out of this part of the ship without anyone noticing.
Alright then. I never imagined I'd be running away from here with you at my side. Elise is going to be so envious.
Anyway, let's get going.
Dude. Alright. I don't know how we're gonna get off this ship though, because there's literally...
There are a lot of very strong people here, so try to keep your voice down.
Not to worry.
Well, I mean, like you said, there's a lot of people on board. I guess we just go for this door? Wait, what's this? Why is there a... We're gonna Metal Gear it.
This looks like...
So if you get hugged by a princess, you get special powers. No wonder Mario got so strong. That's it. That's it. That's why Bowser's so weak, because he never,
It's a vent.
He never got hugged.
That's convenient.
That's right, it was cut content from CS1, yeah. I still haven't finished that, I really need to.
Might it lead to somewhere else on the ship, you think?
Isn't there... Hang on, isn't there a, Isn't there something that, like, I have to read or watch or listen to after finishing Cold Steel 2 before playing Cold Steel 3? Is that, what is it, it's like a rose or something like that? Ruin of Rose, is that what it is? I think Mario got his powers from being hugged by Donkey Kong.
Most likely. I can't very well ask a princess to crawl through a vent.
Nonsense, Rean. Of course you can. I'm ready to begin our great escape.
But it's going to be all dark inside. And probably filthy, too.
Red Moon Rose, that's what it is.
A little bit of darkness and dirt never hurt anyone.
Okay.
I had to travel through some fairly narrow underground passages when escaping from Heimdall, too. Alright? How about I go first? I'm smaller than you, after all.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The hidden scene that's in New Game Plus. That's right. That's right. There's also a CS2 audio drama that takes place right after this intermission. Okay. Need to keep that stuff in mind.
No, definitely not. Well, as long as you're all right with it. But I'll be going first. Like I said before, just stay close to me.
All right then.
You'd think a princess would be more mindful when she's wearing a dress.
Is there a reason like why they kind of cut that stuff out? Like the audio dramas and...
I'm surprised. It's not dirty at all in here.
And why they put the hidden scene in New Game
Maybe
Plus?
It's because the ship's newly built?
I don't know if there's like... Well, I don't know why there'd be technical limitations for the scene.
Oh, there's a corner.
We must be past the guest area then.
She was very excited about there being a corner in the vents. Need to watch the audio drama on the stream to keep up. Oh, okay. Mirrors on the data files, time constraints. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Looks like we're in the clear for that part of the ship at least.
My, that was intense.
Oh, the New Game Plus thing is a debacle. They don't do that again. Gotcha.
It's like I've stepped right into the world of one of those spy novels that are so popular these days.
Anyway, here's hoping we can make it to the deck without getting caught.
I'm assuming a lot of people really didn't like that they locked a scene behind New Game Plus. I mean, I think that's really weird personally.
Soldiers are coming this way. Keep a safe distance and let me handle this.
I can understand like having like...
It feels like the closest thing we have to someone ordinary around here is that kid.
I can understand having things like extra bosses, dungeons,
it's pretty nerve-wracking having to
in
be
New Game Plus,
all.
but locking a whole scene behind it seems, at least one that sounds like it's pretty integral to the story for 3, doesn't really make a lot of sense.
To see Princess Alphen in person.
But that's good that they, they don't do it again.
Too late. Now's our chance. Let's get
Just
him.
lunged right at him.
My turn. Ha! Now.
Right.
Oh, she can only use arts. Okay. Let's do Heat Wave.
Here I go.
He's done. There are more scenes locked on New Game Plus, but nothing as major as what appears on CS2. Okay, gotcha. Lunchtime, so I'm checking out. Good luck, have fun. John Hannon, thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. Enjoy your lunch.
Now's our chance.
Ooh, that's not good. Let's do Airstrike.
Activate.
That was a good bit of damage.
Right.
No, not Heat Wave. There we go.
Activate. That wraps things up in a neat little bow.
Just looking at the time, we spent like an hour and a half. Just talking to other characters.
Are you all right, Your Highness?
Alphen got the good arts proficiency like Olivier, almost 1,000 EP.
Yes, I'm fine. Thanks to you, of course. Let's be going. I'll be sure to stay very close to you.
Good. All right, here we go.
Use the power of friendship. I did a little bit there. Those links, those link moves. I don't really need to do this, but oh, we can modify orbments, customize weapons. I don't need to do any of this. As far as modifying the orbments, I don't really know that we need to do anything here. We can go ahead and upgrade these, I guess, since we have them all here. I just feel like we don't really need anything here. There's only an impede 1. How late are you streaming today? I'll probably end around noon. So it's like 11 o'clock right now, or about to be 11 o'clock. So I'll stream for like another hour. Unless like we get close to the end of the intermission and it just keeps going. I mean, I'll go until, because that kind of happened on Monday too. We started going, we started like getting close to the end of Act 1, and then it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep streaming then because it feels like we're at the end. So it just kind of depends.
Bring it on. My turn.
Get some level 2 slots for Rean. All right. I'll run back there and upgrade those.
Gladly.
Do Spark Arrow maybe?
Too slow.
Yeah, I think that's the play. There we go.
That was splendid! Are they mechanical monsters?
They're called archaisms.
So we'll get... I don't mind doing these. Just doing the like solo ones just because they require so much. Or not like the solo ones, but the ones where it's like it requires more. Guess I'll just go ahead and do several of these. Can I do this last one? Alright. Don't gotta worry about that. Do they even have any level 2s in here? No. Okay. We at least have those set up. So if we get anything, I guess we can look. What does action do? Boost speed? There's heal, heat wave, boost strength and defense. I don't know if I have any level 2s. I've got plenty of like level 1s. But I don't think I have any like level 2s at the moment outside of Harvest. That would give me a ton of defense, but the thing is Rean doesn't really use, like I don't have Rean use any arts though. So that'd be nice for the defense boost. The extra health, but I don't know that I really do much else beyond that. So we've got what? Sword Breaker, increase the amount of Sepith, attack crafts cause negative 25% speed. We want those to stay there. We can keep the speed on. Where's the speed stat at? 70? Yeah, I think we'll probably just leave that as that for now. And then if we get any other like level 2s or something, we'll take a look at them and then maybe equip them. But at least he can, at least we can put whatever kind of quartz we want on there. Oh, we can't read that? Okay. Nope. Thought I had to press X to open the door, I guess not. Alright, Celestial Bomb.
I don't suppose escaping through the windows would be an option.
Orange Cave.
Probably not. We'll have to do this the long way.
I wonder what the orange cape is. Oh, I just passed it. Strength 15 prevents fate. I mean, that's not bad. Probably put that on.
Bring it on. Let's move.
Future-proof him, yeah, he won't leave your party anyway, can't go wrong. Yeah, true. And plus it's better, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, it's better to go ahead and do it now while I've got like... all the Sepith to be able to do it.
It's my turn.
Might as well use it, right? Yeah, he should be good to go if we get anything coming up later in the game. What are those symbols?
There they are! Recover the princess!
Who?
2 soldiers, 1 military monster. Shouldn't be a problem. Stay back, please.
Right. Good luck, Rean.
It's like some weird sigil thing on those panels back there that we haven't seen yet. It makes me wonder what that means, if anything. Ooh.
Gladly.
Swing and a miss, dude.
Arcus, activate.
There we go.
Let's move. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
I thought he was gonna say that's the power of friendship.
I'm shocked how skilled you are with arts.
Huh.
You are? You're so sweet.
Just don't know if that like symbol meant anything or not. Sigil means your print. yeah. I thought I had the princess though. Dang it. Oh, okay.
My turn.
Do this to hit both of them. Oh, I missed.
Gladly.
Do airstrike.
Here I go. Sit.
Gladly.
Do airstrike.
Activate.
Let's move. Sit.
There we go.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Nothing there. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here?
Enemy sighted.
I gotta be honest, I have no idea how they're gonna get off this ship. Because surely the other members of like Ouroboros, Zephyr, and them, they probably know Rean's trying to get off the ship now.
Here I go.
And so it's like, how are they gonna get off the ship? Because there's no way Rean can take on all of them by himself.
Gladly.
I'm not done yet.
Nah, dude.
There. Thanks.
The power of arc slashing your way to victory.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay. Let's just do this then. Oh, he's that far away. Okay. Oops. Can I not? Okay, this cures KO. That's like requires 300 EP though.
Thanks.
Oh, it heals every. Okay.
Right.
Power of the 8 weeks. So power of the 8 weeds. What?
Let's move.
Gundam. It shows one with the power of Gundam. Okay.
My turn.
That's my thing though. Is like I don't know. I'll have to play. I'll just have to play Trails to find out, I guess, right? Have to play Trails to find out.
Oh, look! A staircase!
Hopefully this will lead to the deck.
Oh, look, a staircase. So fascinated by the staircase. Yeah, if the dogs beat Rean, he probably won't be able to fight everyone on the ship. Yeah. Exactly. Let me just put a save here real quick.
How did you get ahead of us?
Crap, dude.
Ha ha! I'll freely admit I wasn't actually expecting you to join the Alliance.
Do we have to fight? Like, come on, we had such a good conversation.
But not even in my wildest dreams did I imagine you'd try to flee the ship with our dearest princess.
You're a bold one, I'll give you that.
I wasn't expecting to run into either of you on the way out either. You guys aren't called the Phantom Thief and Duvalie the Swift for nothing.
Trying to praise us won't get us to let you pass.
Ha ha! Princess Alfin is one of this nation's most precious treasures. You surely couldn't have thought that I, the Phantom Thief, would allow you to steal her from us, could you?
I'm not being stolen by anyone. If anything, I was the one who whispered sweet nothings into his ear and tempted him to run away with me.
Okay.
Oh my! What a passionate young lady you are. Forgive me for being so presumptuous.
She's a princess. She hasn't seen a staircase until now.
You've no doubt taken after your brother in more ways than one.
I'd like to believe that I'm not quite the oddball he is. I couldn't agree more with his belief that love is the truest form of beauty, however.
Really now?
They're actually hitting it off.
What?
I think that's enough messing around for one day. You're an enforcer, Blue Blanc. Take your work seriously and behave!
Ha ha! I think the number of enforcers who take things seriously are in the minority, I'm afraid. Still, you're right about us having played around for long enough. I find the many mysteries surrounding you fascinating, but there's a certain appeal to them remaining forever unsolved, too.
You may think yourself a swordsman, but allow me to show you how little you truly know.
Are you sure you can do this?
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The gap in skill between us is small enough that I should be able to force our way through.
Oh?
Small? The difference in our strength is like night and day, you boor. And if you're foolish enough to be unable to see that, then allow me to make you realize your folly and pay for your arrogance.
The one being foolish and arrogant is you.
Oh.
My.
Rean?
I owe me being able to do this to you, Your Highness. You and Elise. No. Everyone who's done anything to aid us in coming this far deserves thanks.
So, wait, can he control it now?
What's happened to him?
Could this be your ogre power?
8 leaves, 1 blade school, intermediate level. I, Rean Schwarzer, will be your opponent.
Okay, he's okay. Let's go.
This is his ogre power?
Let's move.
Can I use the Oh, it's not the new one? Okay. Well, we'll do it anyway.
Gather on my blade.
About to get hype, Blue Destination hype.
What?
Took down like half their health. It was nothing.
How can this be happening?
Ha ha ha! Splendid! Simply splendid!
Blue Blanc's loving this.
So you finally conquered your power and made it your own, did you? You continue to fascinate me, Rean.
Rean!
Forgive me, Your Highness.
What for?
What the heck? Okay, he can just jump really high now.
Goodness!
Wait just a damn minute!
She's so mad.
Whoa, what's going on here?
I don't know, but I don't think it's worth us chasing after them.
And they just give up. They're like, whatever. They're running super fast too. What in the world?
We'll make our way directly to the deck. Are you all right, Your Highness?
Yes! Perfectly! My heart just feels as if it's about to burst.
That doesn't sound very fine.
Come on, is now really the time to be flirting with each other?
What if he just jumps over him?
You got some real guts, kiddo, but you ain't getting past us.
Zephyr's guard shall not be easily broken.
Whoa, what? What?
Looks like he's picked up a few tricks from our feed.
The targets have broken our line of defense. Commencing pursuit.
Okay, maybe he can get to Valimar and get off the ship.
I'm sorry about that, Your Highness.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Can I hold on to you a little tighter?
Of course.
Targets in sight. Commencing capture. My suspicions outlining you as an indecent person seem to have been confirmed.
Can you not make me out to be some kind of pervert all the time, please?
It's literally just like teasing Lloyd. What?
Target lost. I may have underestimated you, Rean Schwarzer, in more ways than one.
Swiped him away like it was nothing.
I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I didn't really have any choice but to do that. I realize that's no excuse.
I know you didn't, but she seemed even younger than me. How could you, Rean? That truly is indecent.
Gosh.
Try not to pay any attention to what she says about me. There's the exit.
Don't change the subject.
Gosh. The craft name's only 34k damage. Oh, okay. Guess I missed that. I mean, Crow's obviously over here in the in Ordine, right?
Isn't that
Ah, crap.
Crow? And
Huh. So that's how it manifests for you. You finally mastered that power you got, huh? Still, you're one busy guy, you know that? One minute you're down in the dumps, the next, you've got one of the cutest girls in the country cheering you up.
Well, I can't deny it, but she wasn't the only one. There was my sister, our classmates, even you, in a sense.
Come on.
Try out Arcane Gale. Okay.
Can't say I'm not curious to see what that power of yours can do, but I think you get priority here, right?
Yeah, let me have this one.
Your Highness, if you don't mind.
all right.
This is your first time fighting me without the mask on, I think. With our divine knights, I come out on top. But let's see who wins when it's just the two of us.
Sounds good to me. You managed to win against 3 of us at once in the catacombs below Heimdall. But it's just you and me now. And this time, I'll be the victor.
Go ahead and try.
Here we go.
You ready, Rean? Here we go.
Okay, what was I supposed to look at? Arcane Gale. Oh, it says like Fatal. Gale's perfected essence.
Arcane Gale!
Gotcha. It's kind of like Arios's. Fatal Arc Slash. An Arc Slash that brings death.
Let's move.
Fatal Flame Impact.
Burn to ash. Fall! Here we go. Ha! Ha! Not bad. Sit! Here we go.
Huh.
Gather on my blade. Strike! My turn.
Oh, he does Arc Slash too.
My turn. Let's move.
Huh.
Damn.
That's cool. Oh, thank you.
That's what I can really do.
That's cool. Yeah, Arcane Gale is more impressive against multiple enemies. Yeah, it kind of looks like what Arios did in Azure. Which would make sense because, I mean, Rean and Arios use the same school of fighting.
All right.
That's pretty intense.
Huh. You actually did it. I sure wasn't expecting you to beat me one-on-one.
You fought pretty well yourself. It couldn't have been easy to last as long as you did against me like this.
Oh, is he gonna get, like, tired?
Rean!
Why did this have to happen now?
Guess your luck ran out.
We finally caught up to you.
Well, aren't you,
Okay.
Mr. Popular?
But I think you may have been slightly too reckless this time.
I mean, that was a cool display, and now we're just gonna get taken back into the ship.
That wasn't a bad fight. Even if you lost, at least you tried, I guess.
Your Highness, please move away from me.
Hey, don't be too rough with... Look sharp.
Yo, it's the Courageous!
The Crimson Wings?
Yo, dude!
What are you all?
Sorry for the wait, Rean.
Yo, we're here to save the day.
You caught us all off guard back in Ymir.
So this time we opted to take the initiative ourselves.
This is cool.
We meet again, severing chains. And I see you brought the purple lightning with you.
She brought more than that. Check out the Icy Maiden and that big shot arts user from the Bracer Guild.
We couldn't ask for a more impressive group. However...
Here it comes again.
Ah, there he is.
Your lordship.
Uncle Victor!
That big old sword he's got too, man.
It's good to see you again, Rean. And it relieves me to see you're none the worse for wear, Your Highness.
Ugh! The Radiant Blade Master is here too?
Huh. Well, you're strong. Very strong.
That's quite the nod, coming from the Blazing Demon himself.
Oh, he's called the Blazing Demon.
I can see now why you're considered one of the fiercest in Ouroboros, and why some even claim you to be the Steel Maiden's equal.
Well, I know who I'm gonna be fighting.
Don't you go forgetting about us now.
Oh, dude, like everyone's showing up.
You're all here too?
Are you
okay, Rean?
Looks like we've landed in the middle of something pretty crazy.
And not a moment too soon.
You came!
Glad to see you're all right.
Oh, dude.
You certainly seem to have kept yourself busy. Enjoying your scandalous elopement with Rean, are you?
Oh my gosh, don't egg it on.
He gave me the time of my life.
What?
You guys were having that much fun, huh?
And with our princess, Rean.
To think we were so worried about you.
You're not supposed to take it literally.
So this is what you threw me out of Valimar for? Doesn't look very fun.
Crow, you're here.
It feels like it's been ages since we last saw you.
You're looking spiffy, Crow.
I'm hanging in there. Sure wasn't expecting all of you to show up, though. How are we even gonna settle this?
That is the question, isn't it?
I'd roughly estimate both sides to be of equal strength.
Yeah? So we'd probably just end up at a stalemate, huh?
Oh, doesn't sound like much fun at all. Let's say we just forego the fighting and have ourselves a party instead.
Ha ha ha! I could never turn down a party!
That sounds simply wonderful.
I'll bring the booze.
But are they really gonna just...
Ah! No! Can't one of you take this a little more seriously?
I love how it makes her so mad that no one's taking this seriously.
This is getting us nowhere.
Look who decided to show up.
Krianos, Vita.
Welcome aboard the Pantagruel, Emma. Your overall ability as a witch might still be lacking, but that transportation spell was exceptional. I must apologize for the untimely intrusion. As displeased as a few of you might be by the idea, I think it best if we let one another peacefully go our separate ways this time.
Really?
I'll be the one who bears the brunt of Duke Cayenne's anger.
Vita.
Can't say I understand why we should.
It's not our place to question the orders of our clients.
Whatever. Gives me something to look forward to later.
Oh, they're just gonna let us go? No, maybe not.
Okay, see ya, Fee.
Next time we meet, it will be as enemies.
Yep, I know.
Aww, I was kind of hoping we'd be able to talk some more.
I expect we will have multiple opportunities to do so in the near future.
Well, catch you later, Phantom Thief.
Or not. You do know that no one likes your stupid pranks, right?
Tut! There's no need to be so harsh. It's a shame we couldn't resume our debate on the nature of beauty this time, my most worthy rival.
I could wax eloquent about beauty till I'm old and gray, but honestly, I think it's about time we settled things between us.
Is this on easy mode? Yeah, it is.
Next time we meet, Radiant Blade Master and his daughter, it will be to battle.
Daddy R-Seed.
Well, I certainly have no objection to that.
You seem to bear some manner of ill will against my household. I don't know your reasons, but should we be granted the opportunity, I would gladly settle things with you in battle.
Yes, well, let's not be too hasty. I can wait.
Guess that wraps things up for now. You've definitely grown, but you've still got plenty of room for improvement, especially when it comes to piloting Valimar. So unless you're up for another beatdown, I suggest you get to work on fixing that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, and just to confirm, you were the one who told Toval where I was, right?
2 days ago, I got a call out of nowhere on my Arcus. They gave me this crazy amount of detail on exactly where to find you. Then they just hung up. Didn't even say who they were.
Oh, now
that you mention it, he does have the same voice as that mystery caller. I did think he sounded familiar. It must have been because I'd heard it during your concert at the festival.
Damn, looks like the jig is up.
You really did that?
Oh, Crow, there's no shame in admitting that you care, you know.
And if I might be so bold as to offer a word of advice, get Valimar a better sword, one like yours. If you think you're such hot stuff you can beat me without your 8 leaves training, you're in for a world of hurt.
Correct choice of armaments is indeed paramount. Selecting one the Awakener is well suited to will increase combat efficiency exponentially.
I can't pretend to know much about this kind of thing.
He's right. Eastern blades like my Tachi are the heart and soul of the 8 leaves, 1 blade style swordsmanship. All right, I'll take your advice, and when I've got myself one, I'll finally take everything back. The Academy, Elise, and even you, Crow.
If that's how you want it, I'd like to see you try.
Crazy that they're just letting them go. Just jump off the side of the ship, land on the Courageous.
Courageous, full speed ahead!
Commence retreat from this airspace.
Dang, that was pretty cool. All right, there's the end of the intermission. That was pretty dope. And we got a trophy for it too. Very, very nice. Man, all right. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is end the stream a little bit early, and then we'll start part 2 tomorrow. I think is what we'll do. We'll start part 2 tomorrow, just because, yeah, I mean, I'll have to end the stream pretty soon anyway. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. That was awesome. I loved how... Here, let me switch this over real quick. That was really cool. That was really cool. That was really cool. I liked how you got to hang out with the bad guys, quote unquote. That was really cool. I was not expecting that. You know, because it's funny because I've been looking at like a spoiler-free guide and it said nothing about an intermission, which makes sense because there was no like side quests or anything tied to it. But it was a fun little surprise. It was cool getting to talk to different characters that you have fought against, that are the bad guys, so to speak, and kind of get to know a little bit more about them. But man, and then the way that it ended was really dope. that was really cool. Rean takes control of that side of him, goes like, I guess, Super Saiyan or whatever. That was really cool. That was really cool. I like that. So yeah, we will, what is today? Today's Wednesday. So tomorrow being Thursday, it's going to be a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow. So we will go, we'll just have a long time. We'll start part 2, or no, act 2. I'm assuming it'd be part 1. So we'll start act 2, part 1 tomorrow, stream for a little bit longer, and kind of see what happens, man. But seems like this is kind of where the fan's gonna, or the stuff is gonna hit the fan, and things are gonna go even more bonkers, and so I'm here for it. But with that being said, y'all, appreciate y'all being here this morning. Appreciate the likes and everything on the stream. Appreciate the engagement in chat, and yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow then, and we'll continue playing. But yeah, GG's got to go to another castle to find Rean's. Yeah, we gotta find Rean's princess, and that's what we'll do tomorrow, I guess. But anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all being here this morning, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Just a quick reminder as well, if you missed any part of the stream, these streams save as a VOD here on the channel, and I will update them with timestamps later on this afternoon, so you can check back in and then go to specific points that you might have missed. And so you can have some fun with that. But yeah, with that being said, appreciate y'all being here, and I will see y'all tomorrow.